Hello, Education 300, Education 500. I'm sorry, I'm going to reset that a little bit. Hello, Education 380 and Education 500. I think I was trying to do a combo there. Dr. Allen here, and this week, it's our week before spring break. I'm going to kind of keep it straightforward. We have two optional texts that you can do. I want to tell you a little bit about the benefits to both, and we'll kind of go from there. So instead of me babbling like I often do, let's just go ahead and jump in. I'm actually already in the class, so let's go ahead and jump here. And as you can see, this week, I'm going to jump down on the syllabus, and I have this also obviously up on the content area, but we'll look at the official document. This week, we're going to look at Wakelet and Padlet. I have a feeling some of you might be familiar with Padlet. Wakelet's also a pretty cool tool. You're going to get to choose which one you want to do, but I do want to show you both because they're similar but different, if that makes any sense. Also, you're going to be doing discussion 8, which is going to do with a little bit on remote learning and some of the tools that you can use with that. And also, of course, you're going to blog on either the Wakelet or the Padlet. A few other things. One, grading should be fairly caught up. As I'm recording this, you're still probably completing the Kahoots or formative assessments, GIM kits, whatever you're doing. So those obviously haven't been graded. I'm hoping to be pretty caught up again. I'll have those done early part of the week. I think there might be one blog or discussion I need to get caught up on. But QR code should be done. Some of you, there were some Edpuzzle like logins, and I've still had a few of those when I asked if you could resend them that have been trickling in. That's no problem. They're not late or anything like that, but I haven't posted those updated grades. I plan on getting that this week. I have a little folder I've been throwing them in. So, but by and large, everything should be fairly up to date. If there's something that you did that I have not posted a grade for, I'd say up through, let's just go ahead and say probably, it would be probably the 26th. Just let me know. I think I do need to do blog 6 or discussion 6. I'll have to double check on that. But again, we should be fairly caught up through this week by the end of this coming week. With that being said, let's just go ahead and jump in to our week. And as you can see here, we have Wakelet, Padlet. Again, as normal, I do have, if I go too fast or if the way I explain it doesn't quite connect, there are some YouTube videos on Wakelet and there's some YouTube videos on Padlet that you can check out. The assignment we'll talk about, but basically you're going to do 5 things within each. Just to kind of give you a quick overview, Wakelet is basically a portfolio system. I use it. I think it's probably more beneficial as a planning tool for you all. I have seen some teachers use it though, and actually I thought I had some articles, and if I don't, I'm like, oh, there they are. Some ways that you can actually use them. I've seen some teachers use them, especially for student portfolios or information gathering. And I think when I show you how to use it, you'll get the idea of how that works. Padlets are a little more, I'll say fun. I don't know what the right word for it is, but I mean, they're like walls. Let me just show you real quick. This is one that was done in one of my other classes. There's a lot of different ways that you can design them. This is one we were doing on comparing educational systems in different countries. And I used Padlet for it just for something different. As you can see, we titled it and then you can put it on there and then you can share it. You can actually set it up where people can discuss underneath too if you want to. So it's pretty cool. You can also do GIFs in them and things like that, but I'll show you that here in a few moments. With that being said, sorry. And then of course the discussion is on chapter 7, but the discussion is 8 because our first one was of course the Google Arts and Culture. It talks a little bit about using virtual tools to be like global citizens such as Google Earth, Google Sky, things like that. You can check those out. A little more tech. I'm trying to make sure you get a little more tech than what I just have, and some of the tech like a pirate stuff. Let's go. All right. So I'm going to show you Wakelet first. And with both of these, if you have a Google account, you should be able to log right in. Let's see what we got. Whoops, Wakelet. As you can see, I actually use this a decent amount. Very slow. My son's probably on Discord or something, but we have like 3 lines, so I don't know why it's so slow. Sunday morning. And there it goes. Oh, might be Wakelet. Uh-oh. We'll try again. I'm going to try this. It looks like their site might be down. That's not good. That's all right. If not, I'm going to show you the if it pulls up. There we go. Might have been my browser. All right. I need to update my Safari one. All right. Just need to go to wakelet.com. And as you can see here, you can go, let's sign in. I wasn't planning on logging in, so I better go ahead and do that. I had the other one set up. So you can see though, you can log in with your Google or your that. This one, weirdly, I don't know why I never did. I actually just used my Shepherd account. And here's going to be the embarrassing thing. Do I remember the password? I think I do. I think I say that every week. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't remember. All right. And as you can see, what Wakelet is it's a collection. Let me expand this a little bit. They're loading up, but what you can do is you create these little portfolios, or as it says here, collections, and you can simply cut and paste, or you can load files, websites, and things like that in one spot. And as you can see, as it's going through here, these are different things that I've done on research, on classes. Actually, I have one on our class down here. There they go. Man, it's a slow Sunday morning. Let's see if it loads them all up. There's a few there. Well, anyway, there you go. So you can see, like with Ed Tech, I created one, and I just do that by hitting create collection. This again is free. There are like souped up Wakelet accounts. You do not need to do any of that. But I will have you, or what if you choose to do Wakelet, which I will say Wakelet's probably of the two the more simplistic. But I don't think Padlet's hard either. Let's see if any of these loaded up. That's all right. But as you can see, I'm just going to hit our class. I use Wakelet like this. I create my collection, and when I find things that I think might work for our class, or if I'm researching something, or if I'm just brainstorming, I'll sometimes create a folder and I throw things in there, and you can see they're just websites. They're just different things that I have in here that we have. I mean, I can share this with everyone if you ever want to check it out, what's in here. I don't think I've updated it in a couple months. But as you can see, there's just different articles, things like that. But you can, like I say, right there's the share. You do have to make it public, but instead of me sitting here just babbling, why don't we go back and we're going to create a collection. Sorry, I was hoping these would load up a little quicker. All right, let's create a collection. All right, first you got to do a name. What I'm going to ask you to do if you're going to do Wakelet is to pick something that you might teach if it's in your content area. So if you're in secondary, that's pretty straightforward. I'm social studies. I'm going to do an example based on a social studies topic. If you're elementary, you can pick anything content-wise that you think you might be teaching on, if it's math, science, things like that. I'm going to do it. Yesterday, I went to the Eisenhower House up by Gettysburg. So I'm going to do it on President. Whoops. You're going to click right there. And we're going to give it. All right. Man, everything is struggling here. President. There we go. Just type over it. President Eisenhower. And you can do it a description. I forget what number he is, but we'll do World War II general and U.S. Sorry, I'm still on the typing today. And U.S. president. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. Now I want to find 5 things that relate to President Eisenhower. Like I said, if I was even planning, like, say I was teaching on President Eisenhower, I would just create a Wakelet. And sometimes it's nice to throw this stuff in there. I've really tried to cut down on the paper in my life. I would have used this. I started using this a lot in my last couple of years of teaching. This is not a new tech at this point. It's just a nice information gathering thing. But anyway, let's do this. Let's type in Eisenhower. This is not going to be the most in-depth research, but we'll do Eisenhower. And there's Wikipedia. There's something from the White House. So we'll click that. excuse me, I'm going to cut that link. I'm going to go back to my Wakelet. And as you can see here, you can do one of a few things. You can add text. You can do that. You can do that. You can do that. You can add a PDF. There's a whole other options. You can do that. But I'm just asking that you do websites or files, but you can get as broad as you want. Let's go ahead and paste that in. And as you can see, there's my first source. And, and as it says there, you can add text if you want. President Eisenhower is usually seen as one of the more popular presidents. Here this is kind of off the top of the head here. With a little bit of information. And you see, you can put that on there. Now, what I want you to do is 5 things like this, though, and I'm going to actually delete that. Yep. But I just wanted to show you can type on it. Again, let's do another one. Oh, that's where I was yesterday. So I'll pick that. Gonna pick that. Whoops, why don't I actually do it right? I'm doing, it's in Gettysburg. Eisenhower Historic Site. Man, I am really even struggling with Google today. Holy moly. Sorry, teaching Education 380 500 and struggling with Google. Anyway, there you go. Park Service. We're going to type another one. We'll go back to the Wakelet. We'll do this. Now, I will say you can also set up, there's ways you can set up your templates and stuff like that too. You need to do 5 things on a content area. That's all Wakelet is. Create an account, do that. You're going to hit this, share, allow sharing, invite with a link, make sure that, I can see it. That's the thing. You got to make this, boom, and then you got to copy and link. So please do that. But as you can see, that's all you need to really do for Wakelet. I will say you can actually, I didn't get into it, but you can decorate it. You can choose an image. You can choose a background. As you can see, there's different views you can do. You can do it like that. You can also usually, well, as you can see, there's mood board, columns. I have to admit, I usually just stick with this. I'm not telling you that you have to do that. And you should be able to move them up and down. You can add ones in the middle there if you want. I think I have actually, you could reorder. Let's do that real quick. There it is. See where I grabbed it. And if you see where the blue line goes, you drop it and switch them. Like I say, you can do whatever you want with that. There's the views again. You can do background image. I mean, I always think when I taught, I like to jazz things up a little bit. I'm not telling you have to do that for this. I want you to create the Wakelet and do 5 things. Simple as that. Again, I've seen English teachers use this for writing portfolios where they might put samples in where they use the PDF aspect. I've also seen where maybe students who have been going through the writing process share work. It's a lot of people use Google for that now, but you could use Wakelet for it. I will be the first to admit, though, I think it's more beneficial to teachers in planning and just brainstorming than maybe as a tool that students use. But like I say, there are some articles in there if you want to get some ideas. That's Wakelet. The next thing that you are actually, I want you to check out. I think this one's actually kind of fun. You can do this one with students. It is Padlet. Gives you a little bit of self-motivation there. It's beautiful. All right, as you can see, there are a ton of different templates for Padlet. And I think a lot of you probably, if you're teaching, are probably going to have more fun with Padlet with your students than you will Wakelet. I probably use Wakelet more, but that's because it's more, I think, nuts and bolts than Padlet. But as you can see, I've used it in classes. And as you can see, I'm going to go back to that. You can really set up some cool looking stuff. So, and you can have writing. I like it because it's one, it doesn't do paper, and it's kind of fun because you can add images, you can add GIFs. All right, let's log in. I do have this set up with my Google account. So let's see. Google account is Jason next. And again, always the big question, can I remember? No, I didn't. Actually, I think I typed too fast. Let me give it one more try. Nope. Got it. And let's do this. Okay. Let me do something real quick. All right, I'm going to get the verification code. I'm going to pause our recording real quick so I can get that. Hey everyone, welcome back. If there was a little delay here, if this is a little clunky, I had to get my phone to put the Padlet code in to make sure I could log in. And also someone started yelling at me because they pulled in and I had to help unload groceries. The beauty of recording on a Sunday. Anyway, I'm going to reset a little bit here with Padlet. Padlet is something I think you would use with your students a little more. It's fun. It's almost like a wall that you can post. It's almost like a board. I guess it's simple as that. These are some things that I've done with it. I will say you only get 5 Padlets for free, but that's okay. I mean, for our assignment, you only need 1. This is a sample I had made when I was doing a little research on presenting on teaching Norman invasion. And these are little video clips and things like that. Let me just show you. You can set your Padlet up however you want, and I'll show you in a second. But you see I have videos in here. I have articles. I have a daily motion. I have some sort of hands-on activity that you can put in. And all you do is when you just hit the plus sign and you can add different stuff. I'll reset and show you in a minute. But as you can see, you can actually do, let's do something fun. You can do images. And as you can see, there's different things on there that you can pick. So for example, let's do medieval and we'll do a GIF. And as you can see, you can just pick something. And you can add it quick video. Not official there, but as you can see, and it'll go right there. And that's it. And you can start checking out on the Padlet. All right, let me go back though. I know that was a little clunky. All right, what do you need to do though? That's probably what you're more worried about. As you can see, there's a gallery of different templates that you can check out. There's grids, there's maps, there's pre-made ones, obviously, you can check out. I, as a social studies teacher, did like the maps, and you can pinpoint things on the maps, countries I visited. This is someone else's, this isn't mine. But I'll show you it. And as you can see, you can locate them. It's pretty neat stuff. But for our assignment, and that again is probably the most important thing for us right now. And as you can see, you can have people join your Padlet and post, so you can do brainstorming and things like that. But excuse me, you can do different things. You can do the map, you can do the shelf. I don't care which one you do as long as you post 5 things on this. I usually like the wall and the map. As a social studies teacher, I always thought those were my 2 favorites. So I'm just going to pick wall. And again, you can kind of make this, design it however you want. I'm going to kind of stick with, we'll do the Cold War, Eisenhower. You can do it, description, some links about, I shouldn't capitalize that. Oh, off my game today. Some links about the Cold War. Icon. I'm not worried about you having an icon if you don't want one. All right, wallpaper. So not that I don't like green. It's actually my favorite color. But it's probably not the Cold War-ish thing. Let's go back and look. You can do this. You can see there's different pictures you can do. Let's see if we can do. I'm gonna do blueprint. I like that. All right, that's a little more Cold War-y. And as you can see, there's a whole bunch of other options. I'm not really worried about you getting into that too much. Next thing we want to do is start posting. And as you can see, once you get on there and you name it, all you have to do is hit this little plus sign down here. And what we're going to do is we'll do cold or video. And let's see, we'll go back to YouTube. I keep moving my face around. Let's say the cold war. As you can see, there's different ones. I'm not going to be too picky about what I pick, but I'm going to put that there and I'm going to publish it. And it's right there. So that's the first thing. You can, as it said there, we can do a few more. Let's add another one. Let's do link. As you can see, there's other stuff on there you can look. There's the link that you can do. So let's do article on the cold. I know this is, again, not the most in-depth research. I'm not really worried too much about that when you do yours. I'm really more into can you use the tech? So that's what we're going to do. And we're going to put that there. And let's see if we can do that link. That wasn't very good. Paste link here. And link it. Oops. Oh, kind of got that on there. Oh, I'm sorry. There we go. Let's go back. And there it is. Sorry, I should have done it like that. Hopefully you saw that. I'm going to point that out. I got a little, when I hit the link, you can actually just put it in there. If you use this one right here, if you have your link, you can just post it right there. Sorry, I should have done that. See where it says web. So, and those are how you do your searches. And then again, I'm going to do another one here, the cold. And as you see, there's the links. I should have done that at the beginning. Apologies. Cold War National Archives. And it should post up. And as you can see, it times up. Sunday morning, not firing on all cylinders. As you can see, there's another one. Now you can do things where people do discuss and have collaborations. If you hit your editing, as you can see here, comments, you can have people view it. And as you see, they can add comments. Keep working. You can have students start to add comments down there. You can do require approval for things that need to be posted. Filter profanity, probably not a bad idea. But as you get, this is it. And like I say, I like Padlet. I think it's something, if your students have Google accounts, they can actually make this. And let's save that, close it. And as you can see, the sharing is just forwarding it. And you can do it as a QR code. I like that a lot of you have been submitting things on QR codes. You don't have to do that, but you can copy the link and you can share it. You can also save as a PDF or save as an image. Any of those work for your submission on Brightspace if you want to do Padlet instead. I think that should do it. That is Padlet, and as you have to do 5 things that are on there related to that and post. You can jazz these up as much as you would like. Again, if you do the free Padlet account, which everyone can, you get 5 free ones again. That's it. And let me actually refresh mine, as you'll see. Sometimes it'll tell you you need to delete one. So I'm at my max. So if I tried to do any more, but it's very easy if you want to just delete. And then it'll give you that. You just type the code in. And it's gone. So I did something on the NCSS standards. As a tool, a teaching tool, I think students always like this better. And as you can see, I did something where I had students, they had a comment on each one of these. But I know the Padlet was a little chunky, clunky there. So if you need any help with any of that, just stop by my office, give me an email. The instructional videos are up if you need them. Again, this week, what we're going to do is you're going to do Padlet, Wakelet, and that should do it. And then, of course, you're going to do your blog and your discussion. If you have any issues, though, feel free to stop by and see me anytime or fire me an email. I hope everyone has a great break. This should be open Sunday. I'm recording this on a Sunday. A lot of hecticness at my house. I apologize. I had to run down there and do all that. And that should do it. I hope everyone has a great day and have a good break. I hope everyone gets a little bit of rest. I'm planning on trying to do some yard work and such. So hopefully if everyone's going home or anything like that. So talk to you later. Bye.